Iran is taking a pounding. They're also dishing it back. The East is getting to be a place that is really rough right now, and it's about to get a whole lot rougher. But as Iran is getting pounded, apparently there's a peace deal with Hamas in Gaza, and then Russia. I covered something last night on Swivelhead News that didn't get many views, but you need to know that it was alleged that two cruise missiles went into Poland, a NATO nation, 100 kilometers into Poland from Russia. And the Polish didn't actually make a confirmation of it. And so a lot of people were wondering about it. But now there's a picture of what's allegedly a crater. So what's going on there? Are things about to escalate over there? Is this some errant thing? Two cruise missiles, though, but only one crater? Something's really strange in that department, my friends, but it's something to definitely keep an eye on. Always try to keep your eyes wide open and the head on a swivel. So welcome to Green Greg's, my swivel head friends. But guys, here's the thing. I'm going to make an announcement here. I'm moving news content to Swivelhead News, but almost nobody viewed me over there last night. Most of you guys that watch me here weren't there. So I'm coming in here tonight to make a live newscast just to try to get your attention that this channel is going to become a gardening channel. It's going back to its roots. And yeah, literally the green roots. And I'm going to be putting news on Swivelhead News. So I just want you guys to be aware of that. Now, that said, let's get back to this deal. Oh, I got no viewers. What is this? Let's get back to the deal where we're talking about Iran. Now, the admiral over CENTCOM has announced that he's got a plan, and he's presented to Trump for a 14-day bombing campaign that he says will completely take out the Iranian missile threat. He has targets identified, and he believes rather than just a tit for tat that we can go all in and take them all out for once. Now, the chief of staff, the United States chief of staff of our military, Dan Kane, has been opposed to this. And he has said, well, we need to save our missiles and save our armaments for dealing with China. There's also allegations that China is supporting Iran, and this is why Iran's making a difference. And this comes from no less than J.D. Vance. So things are really starting to heat up, and it could escalate beyond anything we'd like to see in that regard. So, guys, it is really time to pay attention. Now, what the CENTCOM admiral is saying is that, indeed, that we can take out these missiles. And he said, if we take these missiles out, then we're not using up all our interceptors. This is how he claims we can save interceptors to kind of counterpoint against Dan Kane, General Kane. So this is a disagreement between them. Trump was mad at them basically for not coming together and having, kind of a fight between them. But Trump seems to be going in favor of the CENTCOM commander, and it seems that we may be moving into this full-blown 2-week campaign pounding Iran. And Iran is trying to use the last of what they've got to attack U.S. bases. But this may be a short-lived campaign if we really go after all their missile sites. Apparently, it's believed by CENTCOM that they know where all these are and know how to take them out within 2 weeks. If they could do that, then that might provide a relief and end of the war. And there's even some that are saying that this could be the event that would enable the IRGC, well, knock the IRGC down so hard that would actually enable the protesters to take over the country. And of course, that would be the ultimate desired outcome, would be if the protesters took over the country and the war ended. Now, I think the protesters still need some armaments for that to take place, for that to work. So let's hope that, something goes on in that regard. We do know that Israel was flying cover for them at one point, taking out IRGC Basij's force checkpoints. So apparently the protesters have some means of contacting and calling in airstrikes to the Israeli Defense Forces, the IDF. So we'll see how all this plays out. That's in a sense giving them armaments, but it's not at the street level. That's where they really need it. One thing I covered on Swivelhead News last night was that there was actually a protest against executioners that were going to execute some of the protesters from back in December. And suddenly there was a huge protest against that. So the protesters are getting restless over there, although the Iranians did, unfortunately, terminate a number of those protesters. It wasn't quite as big as what was happening back in December toward the end of that. But the people in Iran are getting restless. They're getting ready to rise up if they can. The question is, do they have the tools? Probably not. Is RGC still too strong? Yes. But these things could change. We'll just have to see how it works out. Hello, Kim, Mr. Dunham. Carrie, how you doing? And Captain Tripp. So, guys, things are heating up. But there's good news with Hamas. The Trump administration has announced a peace deal, and unlike the peace deals we've heard about with Iran over off and on, potential, well, was always a ceasefire, potential peace deal, but apparently an official of Hamas has actually said it's true. Maybe. I don't hold my breath for them either, but it would make a lot of sense from their standpoint because they've been decimated by the IDF. So this actually gives them a chance to have their own self-governance under the supervision of Donald Trump's peace board, which Donald Trump is going to chair. And it's outside the United States government, actually. So the idea is that Trump could chair this peace board even after he's no longer president, maybe if he's still alive, for that long, we don't know. So whatever the case is, if they can get a peace deal over there, that would be a major relief to the peoples there in Gaza and Israel. Hopefully, if it's a real peace deal, if the fighting can finally stop over there, that would be great. But there's always people that's going to not like that. So it will be a testy situation at the very least. And of course, at one point, they almost had a deal, but there were members of Hamas that went against the people, their own people who were pushing for it and actually attacked them. I don't know if you recall that back about a year ago. So a little over a year ago, I think. So in any event, this is a chance. If we get a chance for peace, that's good. If we can bring down the Ayatollah regime and the protesters take over in Iran, that would be good too. Hey, Willie Wayne. I'm trying to take the politics and news out of this channel for those that are just joining. I'm planning to put all that on Swivelhead News. I did do a live session on Swivelhead News last night, but I had so few watchers, it was in the teens. And a lot of you have already subscribed to Swivelhead News. I don't know if you didn't get the notification, but you need to start paying attention over there because I am planning to move the stuff over there and return this channel to its roots, its gardening roots. That's what I want to cover here. So, and thank you there, Cheryl Lowe, excuse me. So check out Swivelhead News. If you want to know how to get there, go to my community post section, the post section in my channel, and you'll see where I actually posted that video. A link to it. It's the one I did last night. So I don't want to repeat this news too much. Hey, Alice, how you doing? So I don't want to repeat this news too much. What I want to do is go through some news here real quick and call it a night. I got to get up early, but just to bear in mind, I'm doing some changes in channel formats and content. If you've noticed, I put a lot of gardening videos on this channel lately, and that's where I'm taking it. Oh, by the way, I accidentally did post a video at the wrong time. I was trying to do a premiere session, which I fully intended to be in the chat room, but I did it from my desktop computer, and I realized I didn't update the time zone on that computer yet. I've not been using it that much. It's still in Central Time, so it posted according to Central Time instead of Arizona time. So I missed it. Sorry, guys. Anyway, so if y'all was wondering where I was at, I was still working my day job. It posted 2 hours earlier than I had thought it was going to post. Send me the Swivel Head News. Let me get it. It's on the post page of this channel. So check it out, guys. So maybe toward the end here, I might do that in the chat room if y'all hang on. But I want to get into the news. So the news articles. So what I've done is I give you a preview. What I've talked about here is that the war in Iran is intensifying, that it may be a major, much harder campaign than it has been, but it might be over in 2 weeks. That's something to hope for. And there is more worm farming videos. Yes, I got 2 worm farming videos in the hopper ready to post. I've got a few other videos that I've already recorded. I just got to format them and post them. So the thing is, my friends, the top performing video on this channel is still 5 keys for raising worms. And no matter how much news and other stuff, that content's always going to put views on this channel. And that's always going to confuse the algorithm that has no rhythm. And so YouTube don't know how to handle it. So I'm going to just say, okay, that's my top performing video. That's where this channel needs to go. But unfortunately, most of you come in here for the news and you're not aware of Swivel Head News. So bear that in mind. I'm a blind dummy. I don't see it. I will show you guys that shortly. Okay. I will show y'all how to find that stuff. Hang on. So what I'm going to open up the Green Greg's channel and we will go there shortly. Before that, I'm going to bring you a word from my sponsor before we go into the news articles here. And that sponsor is me through my website. I had promised you guys many moons ago I was going to give you a way to switch away from all these contaminated products and companies that support the House of Klaus. And I've done some videos on this channel. I'll probably continue to do videos of this type because there's still a safety, food, product-oriented type video. And I will do some prepping videos on this channel for a while. I may start another prepping channel, though. So that's specifically just on grid down topics, but not yet. So for the time being, my friends, bear in mind here that there's over 550 different brands, which some of them used to be independent companies, are all now controlled by 12 companies, and they've changed their formulations to include, like a lot of your detergents and cleaners ain't clean. They've put, perfumes in them. If you get irritated and your kids are getting irritated from the detergents, it's because most of the perfumes they put in it. They put perfumes in it to give you the sense that the object's clean. Smells clean, but guess what? That's the ruse. It's just to fool your nose. And it's actually a contaminant, and it's not good for you. Along with a lot of the other stuff they use for fillers in these detergents. And you got a lot of skincare products, soaps, shampoos, lotions that are not regulated the way foods are. They're full of things that soak through your skin into your bloodstream. I've covered the problems with dish detergents, how they have toxins in them that aren't even on the label. And we've covered toothpaste. Over 90% of your name brand, top brand toothpaste are often sold to you on the label of being healthy or for kids only, are contaminated with heavy metals. I don't make this stuff up. I went into great detail showing you guys the test results from an independent testing agency back some months ago. So I may do a few more videos on that kind of topic when I get a chance on this channel. In any event, my friends, just bear in mind that every time you buy one of these products, you're voting for the continuation of those products and these companies. And these companies are all part and rolled up because they have at least 10% interest in them, which tends to often be the controlling interest by these big 3 asset management companies, primarily biggest of which being BlackRock, which was founded by Larry Fink, who is now running the House of Klaus. Yes, the Forum of Economics of the World. I'm saying it backwards. Just, you know what I'm talking about. If you go to their website, look at their partner program, You're going to find these big corporations are where they get all their money. These are the guys that tell you that you will have no privacy, that you will own nothing, and you will be happy as you eat the bugs and ride around on your tricycle in your 15-minute city. So if you want more of that, keep buying this junk and getting contaminated. But if you want to get away from that, I got a solution here. Switchwithgreg.com. Just fill out this form, and this is my website. The data comes to me, and I share it with a friend who will help get you on board with this stuff. Her name is Lisa. She's a member of the community, real nice lady. Now, the cool thing about this is it's an American family-owned company, a family-owned company. Everything is made in America, and it's non-toxic. Non-toxic. Don't even have to have safety lids on it. That's how clean this stuff is. All right, my friends, let's get into the news. So what we have here is I got one of these gotta subscribe things. Where did that come from? Anyway, I've been telling you guys about this, and I told you about it last night over on Swivelhead News. This 14-day plan to strike Iran. Apparently, this is commencing. Maybe not yet, but we're definitely hitting them real hard right now. Again, forget the tit for tat war attacks. An official says the next stretch could be bigger and cover a far larger area. So, and this would be spearheaded by CENTCOM, which is in control of that area. So this is what we've got to expect here. And this is coming from Admiral Brad Cooper. He is the CENTCOM admiral who is pushing for this campaign. And he said, hey, we do this campaign, there won't be no more missiles coming out of Iran. We won't have to use up our interceptors in this tit for tat thing. So if that's true, that would be good news. So Trump intensifies attacks on Iran, opening the door for a potential Iranian revolution. We're talking to protesters being able to take over. That's what this article here is all about. I'm not going to read the article because that's a copyright infringement. I'm just showing you that I'm not making this stuff up. Now, Iran is taking and hitting back in ways that you need to know about as a prepper. They have apparently attacked the Minnesota water system. So, or at least just thought that it's probably Iranian hackers. There have been cyber attacks, and we warned about cyber attacks on water systems, infrastructure, could be on the power grid. There could be direct attacks, or could be contaminants thrown into water, poisons, bacteria, other infectious agents, especially viruses, which are harder to filter out. And there could be attacks on our power grid, perhaps even ballistic attacks as this stuff intensifies. So you guys need to be situationally aware, eyes wide open, head on a swivel, like I always tell you. So, my friends, now it's come out. U.S. is, there's this Mahan Air, which is the main, I guess, airline that Iran is using. And apparently China and some other countries have been supporting this and are getting sanctioned for it. Sanctions on these countries. And it's also thought that Iran is sending shoulder-fired anti-aircraft missiles into Iran and other things, and also giving them targeted information. So Trump is getting a little bit less than pleased with China right now. But the good news, again, is this Hamas deal. Hamas, now this is the big thing, not just peace. Hamas agrees to disarm. So, guys, this is huge. This is another one that's doing this too. Okay. Well, apparently it's been verified by a Hamas leader. Guys, I can't subscribe to every news agency here. It would cost me 100 times more than I'm getting in super chats and ad revenue. I can't, it don't even make good sense. But I'm telling you what these articles are about. That should be good enough. Just showing you that this stuff is out there. Hamas agrees to Trump's plan. This is in BBC of all places, which they hate Trump over at the BBC. So a senior, didn't name him, a senior Hamas official tells the BBC they have agreed to the plan. And an official statement will follow. We will see. Let's see if this brings up another article here. Yeah, don't say who he is. Don't say who he is. But he is a senior Hamas official tells the BBC they have agreed to the plan. And an official statement will follow. We will see. Let's see if this brings up another article here. Yeah, don't say who he is. Don't say who he is. But he is a senior Hamas official tells the BBC they have agreed to the plan. And an official statement will follow. We will see. Let's see if this brings up another article here. But stay tuned. Maybe we'll know more soon, and maybe it's all real. We shall see. All right, we're going to look at some video here. We're going to go through this fast tonight, guys. American forces launched 7 consecutive airstrikes targeting Iranian missile, military, drone bases. Started at 3 p.m. Eastern time today. Massive fires reported, multiple sites, casualties feared. IRGC headquarters is allegedly suppressing news and banning this coverage. So let's look at this, guys. There's a major hit on something. A lot of smoke, a lot of fire. Yes, Russia has. Russia may pay for that. Now, this is a very interesting piece here from J.D. Vance, no less. Apparently, allegedly, from J.D. Vance from 6 hours ago. There's a really bizarre phenomenon right now. Iran is tougher to crack than Russia. Russia is 10 times bigger than Iran, and the U.S. is 10 times bigger than Ukraine, and its economy 100 times the size of Ukraine, some of the United States in that case. Yet Ukraine is racking up win after win while the U.S. seems stuck in stalemate with Iran. What's really going on here? It's a determination of willpower, or is it a determination of willpower or something else? He said the only reasonable explanation is that the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party, is deeply involved in Iran's war. That's a huge allegation. Go along with that huge fire there. Look at that. And what it don't say is this in Russia or Iran? Given the context, I would say it's probably in Russia. So one of the most deadly attacks on Iran has been launched by missiles and drones. Many civilians and soldiers have died in this attack, according to this report. Tonight is Iran's last night, according to American Army. Well, I don't know about that, but they definitely are being hammered. That's a big explosion. So I can get that to open up some more. A lot of fire. And even stranger news, the United Arab Emirates has just invaded Iran from within after Iran bombarded them relentlessly with missiles and drones. The UAE responded with the FAFO activated. Now, I don't know, this is allegedly on Fox News. Continuous bombardment of Iran is ongoing. After 2 hours, 500 missiles will be launched against Iran. And this is 8 hours ago, so that's already past tense. And apparently Rudy Giuliani is chiming in on this. U.S. forces conduct one of the biggest strikes against Iran, targeting dozens of IRGC locations using 100-plus missiles. Wow. But the Iranian Navy has hit some ships in the Strait of Hormuz. And allegedly, according to this source, down 2 U.S. fighter jets. I hadn't heard any official report on that. You got to bear one thing in mind. X is good for covering stuff that sometimes will never get on the mainstream news media. Now, that's not saying it's all accurate, because there is propaganda and people with a specific agenda to advance or push from time to time. But what's obvious from the videos is that there is a lot of bombing going on. Look at that. Wow. Let's see. Let's open this up a little bit. It's a huge explosion. Look at this, guys. See, first it was a bomb, and then there was a second explosion. That second explosion could be because they've hit a missile base, a missile site. Because I think the bomb that went off set off something within the site itself. All the traffic stopped. People are outside standing around watching this. Wow. Geez, that's huge. That is huge. This unmasked the system. Just in, Iran's airports are getting obliterated. I don't know if that was an airport or not. That was a huge secondary explosion. Multiple international airports just got lit up. What did I tell you guys back about a week or two ago? The way to end the war is to cut off all Iran's means for bringing in new materials, new resupply, be it you hit the airports, you need to hit the ports on the Caspian Sea and all the other ports and rail lines, and then the Iranian economy will just come to a stop. So this is some of the stuff we're talking about. So again, another report of United Arab Emirates entering. There's some fast missiles going in here. Ship under attack. And what is this? Is it really Ivanka Trump? Iran is hitting U.S. oil ships in the Strait of Hormuz. That looked like a naval ship to me. The war is fought in both economy and dominance. U.S. avoids Iran growing power. But the military strategy is accompanied with Russia and China. That's a battleship. That's not a warship. But the strike looks like it's behind it. Yeah, whatever that strike was, it's behind the ship we're looking at. That ship don't look like it was hit. Let's look at this again. Yeah, well, maybe part of it. No, it looks like it's all behind it. And I don't know, maybe it did get some damage. I see some interceptor missiles going up. Something there. That's another warship back here. I don't know, guys. Like I said, what are we really looking at here? Now, Iranians post stuff a lot too, and some of it is older video. So it's really hard to know fully everything going down over there. But it's getting intense. Getting intense. I wonder if Colonel Cole's in the house tonight. All right, guys, here we are. Last night, I showed you several different sites on X that claimed that 2 Russian cruise missiles had penetrated 100 kilometers into Russia. The Russian sirens were going off. The Russian Air Force is mobilized, but not Russian. The Polish Air Force was mobilized. They went 100 kilometers into Poland. I said Russia. Yeah, Russian missiles into Poland, a NATO nation. Now, Poland never said it happened. Poland said their Air Force was activated due to attacks on Lviv, L-V-I-V, however you pronounce that, in Ukraine, which is a city right next to them. There's so many drones and missiles, they activated their Air Force just in case. But we don't fully know. Here's a picture of a crater that is claimed by Vizgard 24, a Russian KH-101 missile crashed in Poland during a massive strike on Ukraine. The missile flew roughly 100 kilometers into Polish territory before vanishing from radar and coming down in the Lublin area. Polish radars tracked dozens of Russian targets over western Ukraine. That's quite a crater in a field. Now, if that had hit a residential area, a city, we'd be hearing about it. Hitting a field, maybe not. Could be a slot. But like I said earlier, guys, everything on X is not truth. A lot of it is propaganda. And sometimes the only way to figure out, but then again, a lot of these countries and lamestream news media just put out a lot of stuff that's not true and it's propaganda. And a lot of times they sweep things under the rug. So the only way to really know what's true is you've got to collaborate a lot of stuff from many different sources. The only collaboration that fits with this is the previous reports from yesterday, which I said was probably not true because I would have expected a big response. Now, maybe it could be that Poland just doesn't want to get into a full-blown war with Russia just yet. Maybe it was an accident. I see one of my microphones is turning red on me, about to lose battery power. So we got to move through this stuff real fast. And we're almost done. So hopefully I won't lose battery power. We got some earthquakes. Wow, we got a new one down here. Kermadec Islands, they were rocking last night. They're still rocking. Kamchatka Peninsula still having a lot of earthquakes. We got one down here in Japan, 5.0. So we got a big one here in Central America, 5.0 in Guatemala, 5.6 in Peru. Let's have a look at, see what's going on over here. We got another one, little one right near the San Andreas, Gilroy, California. Thomas Place, California. Alamo, Nevada. Yeah, these on the San Andreas are close to it. We need to pay attention to them because we know the San Andreas fault has got more pressure on it than it's had in 1,000 years, according to sources. All right, guys, we're going to hit space weather real fast. There's a solar proton alert. So it'd be a minor S1 class storm out of it, nothing that major. There are sunspots there, but nothing really big facing us. That's the good news. The aurora activity is not appreciably large right now. So I don't think we got to worry about our power grid over this from the sun to night. Asteroids, nothing new coming at us that's coming between the Earth and the Moon we know of, but it's always the case. We always find them after they go zipping by. That's why you see these red ones here. They came closer, 0.6 lunar distance, 0.7 lunar distance. I reported those last night on Swivel Ahead News. All righty, my friends. So what we're going to do now, so due to popular request, we're going to come in here to Green Grades. This is my channel. I don't know what you can pull up on a telephone, I mean on a smartphone, but here when you go on a computer, you can go to Post. And when you go to Post, it shows things that I'll post an article. And on here, the top one, see my latest news on Swivelhead News channel. So there you go. If you click on this, read more, click on that, that will take you to Swivelhead News. It'll take you to the video I did last night. Now I am going to pull up Swivelhead News. I'm going to copy, and I'm going to put this in our chat room for you guys. Ding, 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 ding. There. All right, I'm going to stop the share. Hello. And I'm going to glance to the chat room, hopefully before my microphones dial me. I really wasn't planning to, I don't know if earlier I didn't think I'd go live tonight, so I didn't charge up my batteries on my mics. So they're not going to last long. Some of these I've already read. More worm farming videos. Yes, more worm farming videos are coming. Oh, you found a post. Okay, good. Enjoying the healthy, high quality, and different products. Lisa's great in helping me. All right, Carrie Johnson, thank you. See, nice, healthy products. That's what I've been talking to you guys about. Get away from the nasty stuff you've been using. And Lisa is a big help. I couldn't do it without her, guys. I'm just too busy. So she's just helping me out. And I really appreciate it. Couldn't do it without her. She's a great friend. So, la, 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 la. I don't know, it's easy to state they claim, but hard to prove. That's true. That's true. So, guys, all I'm saying is that something may have happened. Didn't say it happened. What I'm saying is that things are getting heated up, and it's time to keep your eyes wide open, head on a swivel, and get your preps ready, to get ready for whatever may come at us. That's the whole point of prepping. We don't sometimes know exactly what's coming, and we can get surprises. when I first heard about those missiles, that really caught me by surprise and got my attention. And I went trying to collaborate. No mainstream news media had it on there. It was on some YouTube channels. It was on X, and that was it. So we're going to try to wrap up here real fast. Hey, Space Girl, how you doing? We're going to try to wrap up here real fast. I've gone through the chat real quick. Not a lot of chat tonight. We got 50 watching. Well, that's more than twice the number I had on Silverhead News last night. So I do want everyone to try to subscribe to Swivelhead News. Like I said, I'm moving this content over there because the people like gardening videos don't like these kind of videos. Unfortunately, Spain had about 1,000 Moroccan people invade Spain this morning. Oh my goodness. Guys, things are getting testy everywhere. So I don't see Colonel Cole in the house. That's interesting. He was prompting me to go live tonight, so I thought I'd see him in here. All right, hang on, guys. I like to give credit where credit's due, so I'm going to check my emails if anybody's thrown me a donation over there. Not tonight. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to wrap up real fast before I lose my mic. Hopefully before I lose my mic. I'm not sure if I'll make it. So, guys, I did harvest eggs today, so here's egg guess time. How many eggs did I get today? All right, hey Kim, how you doing? How many eggs we get today? This is our fun and games part of our video. The official news for our coffee club members who watch in the morning. The official news is finished. We're into the egg guess. All right, we got one guess, two guesses, three. All right, keep guessing. Keep guessing. Nobody got it yet. I've been hitting around it, but nobody got it yet. All righty, Kim, you got it. Kim Blatchard, 7 eggs. That's correct. Kim got it. Kim got it, 7 eggs. Hey, Gary, how's things going on in your homestead? I heard 40,000 invaders. 40,000? Oh, Lord. Kim got the number, so when the numbers quit scrolling, I'll ask the next question, but we got to stop. It is 7 eggs. Southern grits. Hey, grits are great. Grits are all right. Now I see somebody going, hooray, Kim, so y'all know now the chat is caught up where we're at. All righty. Out of the 7 eggs, how many of these 7 eggs are Easter eggs? Let's see if Kim gets it. Who gets it this time? How many of my 7 eggs are Easter eggs? I hope my mic's hold out. How many of the 7 eggs are Easter eggs? Kim, getting close. Getting really close here. Keep guessing, keep guessing. How many are you? There you go, Kim, you got it. Kim's a double winner. It is 5. 5 of the 7 eggs. Hey, Kim Possible's in the house. Good to see you, Kim. Got 2 Kims in the house tonight. So Kim Blanchard and Kim Possible. All righty. And Kim Blanchard got both guesses. With that said, we're going to have a look see. How many of them are Easter eggs? So I'll just show you. There they are tonight. These 3 and these 2. 5 Easter eggs, 7 eggs total. Yeah, some of them are dirty. That's when they come out. All righty, guys. I don't wash my eggs because if you do, they won't last without refrigeration. I'm in a tiny house. I got a tiny little refrigerator. So I'm trying not to choke my refrigerator down. All righty, folks. Real quick, what states are you from? We know where Arnold's at. He's in Alberta. Hopefully my mic don't die. Everybody tell me what state you're from. How long have we been on here? 39 minutes? Hey, cool. We're going to end early tonight. It's already midnight, though. So let's try to make this a quick wrap up. That'll make more people in the coffee club watch it in the morning. Good night, Greg. God bless you. Well, thank you, Alice. Good to see you in the house. You got Texas. Tim Blanchard's in Texas. Elton, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you back. Nebraska. Kerry Johnson's in Texas. Maine. Kim Possible's up there with next to New Days. Tennessee, Sherry Lowe. You eat all those eggs? No, I don't eat them all. I was selling some to a buddy here for a while. The ones that the hens make a real big mess with, I usually cook for my chickens. Yes, a self expense paid trip to lost wages. Back to Maine. Okay. All righty, folks. Oh, wait a minute. We got a donation. Ding, 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 ding. We got to give credit where credit's due. And we got a donation from Kim Possible, $20. Well, salute to Kim Possible. She did it through the website. So I got a website, greengregs.com, and a donate button there. And so rather than put super chats on here, she gives me my donation there. So thank you very much, Kim, for the generous donation. I appreciate that. Yeah. All righty, folks, we're going to call it a night. And I want to thank everybody for watching. Thank you, mods, for keeping the channel clean. Thank you, Kim Possible, for the generous donation. Thank you, everyone, for watching. So, please share my videos. But consider I'm moving a lot of this content over to Swivelhead News coming up. So start watching over there. There'll be more and more news over there. I'm not getting nowhere near. Actually, I used to get a lot more views on that channel than I'm getting now. So everybody start paying attention to Swivelhead News. I put the link in the chat, and you will find it on the post page, which used to be called the community page on my main website. I put a link to a previous video over there. So everybody check that out. Again, thank everybody for being here. To one and all, a good night, good day for many of you, wherever you are. And with that, I want to say, ho, 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 not a Granny Lana.